awesome 90s Rictor design. Shout out to the Powers of X-Men podcast. Dayspring and Flinkman. I believe Flinkman, this was his number one wanted X-Men Legends figure to be made. So, he's going to be very happy. But talk him through what's going on with Rictor here and all the pieces there. More shoulder pads?
I'm more intrigued to find out why this is his most wanted figure. That intrigued me way more than the figure itself.
Flink.
Dayspring.
This morning.
What happened today?
Okay, the only thing I know about your reaction was what you posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's it. And we haven't talked until now. So I want to know what Rictor. I want to know everything because this was obviously your top figure.
My top number one. Honestly, I forgot that this event was even happening today. And Monday morning at work is, it's Monday morning at work. It's my most busy day of the week. So it just wasn't even on my radar and I completely forgot. And then all of a sudden my phone, you were first though, you were the first. My phone just starts lighting up as I'm on this work call. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is happening? And I didn't even get to watch your video right away. And then as soon, at first I'm like, oh my God, Rictor. And then I played the video and not only did he shout out Power of X-Men, he shouted out you and he shouted out me and he being Ryan Ting, remembering that Rictor was my number one most requested Legends figure after our interview earlier this year, way earlier this year. I'm dead. I'm deceased.
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. And he just looks so perfect. Do we want to get into my deep feels on this already?
Listen, I'm getting comfortable right here. I just want to hear your feels on the look, the boots, everything. I want them all.
So I thought Dwight really did a good job covering, he was I really want to know why Flinkman, he's Flinkman's most wanted X-Men figure. And I'm like, dude, you actually did a really good job covering why he was my most wanted. I mean, it for anyone who has listened to our interview with Ryan Ting or our top Legends of 2020, which included our most wanted lists, you know that my main reason for wanting Rictor was to complete that. If you're watching that classic 90s X-Force team that I have right here behind me. So that was my main reason, but it had to be this look. Dayspring, it had to be this look. And I agree. Fully aware that it's terrible. It is a terrible, terrible, tacky look. But at the same time, it's completely amazing because of how terrible it is, because of all of the different things going on. And the first thing that I mentioned when I was talking about wanting Rictor was also the first thing that Dwight mentioned when talking about this design. And that is, of course, his studded suede boots.
Oh, they're beautiful.
AKA from henceforth known as Mom's dancing boots. I'll take that. I'll take that. Mom's going out boots. Whatever he referred to it as was perfect. But it's the most iconic part of the outfit. You can't have Rictor in the 90s without those boots. And I'm glad that they didn't just give him generic brown painted on boots. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they took the time to sculpt the suede and that little rivet detailing that is just so necessary.
I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. The boots for me are what sell this. I think he looks absolutely wonderful and amazing. It's funny because Ryan was just he sent a DM and he was here hey, just a heads up. There may be something on Monday you want to keep an ear out for.
You reminded me, and I still forgot.
And then, of course, I messaged you immediately. I was like, oh, my God. And by the way, he gave absolutely no clues, no context. He was oh, it's just something from a previous episode. That's it. I was like, do you know how much me and Flink talk about Legends?
We gab on us, don't we?
And I don't even know what we say in private or what we've said, on camera or on the mic. Yeah. So I was I was expecting the new a new mutants, like a Doug Ramsey Cannonball, Sunspot, figure, like another Walgreens exclusive. But when he was like, when we saw X-Force, I was like, oh, it's going to be Feral. I bet you anything's going to be Feral, because you, in that interview, you told Ryan Ting how he can make a Feral and a Tigra figure,
and a Wolfsbane, and an X Factor Wolfsbane.
And you guys got into a conversation about the tails, which I literally, no clue on my end. I've never noticed the tails, and you literally brought it. So I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be Feral. It's gonna be Feral. But no, when I saw Rictor, I went like, yes! Oh my god,
baby! Well, don't forget, I believe Feral was my number 2 on my my most wanted list, and 90s Domino was on that list too. So she is also in this pack. So like, we got 2 of my 5 most requested figures knocked out, like bing bang bong. I'm like so excited.
I love the look. I don't know if they could have gotten away with any other look. What other look do you think they could have done? I know obviously his more shorter hair from X Factor.
I was going to ask you the same question. Like,
it had to be the 90s X-Force look. Here's the only thing I would say. If he probably came by himself, I would have expected an alt head, but because he's part of this larger 3-pack, I'm totally fine without an alt head. I think he looks absolutely great.
I will say that I will miss the vibrating action figure that the 90s Toy Biz figure had, but he doesn't come with the alternate head, but he does come with the alternate set of hands that like direct his seismic blasts.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. That like makes that is like a true, that's how he's going to be. Ryan kind of held him up. He had him posed that way, and that's perfect. That's exactly, because that's how he does. He does those like pointy
like
hands.
That?
And, like, yeah. He directs his seismic energy.
Oh my god. No, I thought he looked so good. I loved everything about the figure. The only thing that like kind of took me out for a split second, and I'm actually Googling his costumes and looks here, because obviously in the Toy Biz 5-inch wave, he had a headband.
He did.
Here he does not have a headband. I think this is more comics accurate. I think you probably know a little bit more than I do.
No, I mean, I think it is comic accurate. I couldn't find a trading card or any Rob Liefeld art of this costume with the head. I did my research, bitch, on lunch break today. I couldn't find one. You
went to the library.
I did, the Rictor library. So I think that was just like an addition that Toy Biz made that may not have been, an in-canon thing. I really liked it. I think I said that I would have preferred him to have it, but he's got that bandana around his neck. So he's got his fringe. That's another thing that I really love about the figure is my favorite color is green. You can blame Tommy from the Power Rangers for that. It's been my favorite color for years. And like, if you think about it, like if there's like that green, there's not a lot of X-Men in green. I guess Siren's on the team with him, but but in the
Phoenix.
90s, like if you look at you've got Popo's hair and you've got Rogue over here, but other than that, there's like no green. So Rictor and like his bright neon green fringe is going to be just front and center in my display with that. Speaking of Tommy Oliver, from the Green Power Ranger, he's going to have that long, luscious
I know.
hair too.
I never actually thought about it until now. Like literally, like green with the long brown hair. You should do like a swap with the Rangers figures.
Because hey, you know what? That Tommy has a headband.
Oh, look at that! Y'all do summons.
I'm gonna do my own little Kit Bash custom.
I can't wait. You can't see it on camera. I have X-Force right here down on the floor on the last shelf here. I can't wait to pose him next to Boom Boom and Cable, but specifically
Shatty Buns.
I said Rictor. Shatterstar. I can't wait. I'm so happy.
It's been 4 long years since we've gotten that Shatterstar figure. It's taken them this long. It
hasn't been 4 years.
It has been. I remember because I got the Dazzler from that wave, that Warlock wave that had Shatterstar, and I got the Angela from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 wave. And that was 2017, and it was on my birthday, and I was like, Dazzler.
Oh my God.
Angela on my birthday. Like, that was a good birthday. This This was like my birthday.
This was like this is a belated birthday gift.
It's only 5 months late, you know, whatever.
Oh my God, you're right. You know what? I'm so lost in time. Yeah, I got Angela. Jeff got Angela for me when I was down at a gig in Florida, and he surprised me at the hotel with Marvel Legends Angela. I don't know if you ever knew that story.
I didn't. But... I mean, God, no wonder you married that man.
So, wow, I can't believe it's been that long. Look, I'm just happy. I think we're living in a golden age right now of action figure collecting. Yeah. It's so great. Multiple people have been saying that, and I couldn't agree more. And the fact that we have Rictor, I'm just like over the moon about it. I want to complete X-Force. I love the box. I didn't anticipate that he was going to be part of Domino and Cannibal. I really thought that they were just going to, you know, homage like the original Hasbro release, but like they threw Rictor in there.
Yeah, no. And I think that I mean, I think there's like, if it had been not thrown in that set, I think that there are people that might have skipped. You know, we have a Cannibal, unless you're in the Cannibal Needs Legs camp. There was no way that you were going to skip this. I'm not in that camp.
We both were. That was one of the things we really agreed on with Ryan, because I think he was the one. He said like they put it to vote and he won, and he was here like, we want to do something different. I was like, I was fine with it.
Yeah, I love it. That's how he is in my display. And that's, you know, even the new version with legs, he will always be blasting to me. But I could see people who already have a Cannibal and who already have a Domino sans ridiculous headpiece might not want to pick up, you know, another Cannibal and Domino set, but you toss a really incredible figure like Rictor in there and you don't give folks a whole lot of choice. Oh, and the best thing about this is my husband has a Disney credit card and I get to buy this on Shop Disney and with his points and not spend a damn penny on it. I'm getting Rictor for free.
I was going to say, are you going to like buy 5 of him?
I probably will. See, the thing is I'm probably going to order one on Hasbro Pulse too, just to make sure that I get it in that first wave of deliveries. I don't know that I trust shopdisney.com to be prompt with their Rictor deliveries.
I don't know too much about shopdisney.com. That's just the Disney store online.
Yeah, and actually now that I'm like throwing shade their way, I pre-ordered a WandaVision, like a Wanda, almost like a Barbie, like a doll from them, and I got it like 3 days before its pre-order date. So maybe,
well, there you go. Flink,
you know me.
Flink is giving the tea right now.
I like to pre-order from a bunch of places. It's like a race, you know. I'll pre-order from like 5 different places, and whoever fills that order gets the gift.
I never get the figures in on time. The only time was the Rocket Raccoon Jean, and that's because we got her from like Hong Kong right from the factory.
I got that Jean. We had it's full circle life moment. I never put this together, but I actually got that 90s Jim Lee Jean. We briefly in Dallas had a Puzzle Zoo, and you will remember that Puzzle Zoo was the people in the 90s who repainted Domino into Jean. So look at that full circle life moment I've just put together.
That was the She-Force Wave Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, the 90s God. Domino repaint. And here we are discussing 90s. You think they're going to paint this into Jean?
Oh my God. Well, no, because she has a short hair. That was my only thing with Domino that I wish we would have gotten the longer hair one. So, but that's fine. I'm definitely getting 2.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not? It has our boy Rictor in it. But I think with Domino, she could have come with a spare head without the headpiece, I think. Because I think she was depicted just as much without it as she was with. But I'm thrilled either way. I am all, as anyone who has ever listened to me talk about what Marvel Legends outstanding that I still want. I mean, I am all about completing those 90s teams. So I think the rest of my most wanted list was Siren, Feral, 90s X Factor Wolfsbane, and a Build-A-Figure random. And suddenly it really feels like all 4 of those are possible in the near future.
I know. I can't wait. I mean, what figures are we going to have for our most wanted at the end of the year at this rate with Hasbro?
I mean, they are killing it. It is truly a golden age.
What did you think of the Fantastic Four retro card wave?
I mean, if we're being honest, of all the 90s Toy Biz packaging, I think my favorite has always been the Fantastic Four packaging. So I'm obsessed. It's going to be, and the blue and white costumes are my favorite Fantastic Four costumes, period. So it's a double win for me. The only thing I'm struggling with is, am I going to have to buy a set to keep on the card because I love that packaging?
I was
so
thinking
much.
that too. I'm probably, here's the thing. I don't know. Like my mood changes like daily.
Yeah,
So
what?
what me? Because I love them in package, but then I'm like, oh wait, maybe I want them displayed. But you know what actually happened to me when I saw Dwight hold all the Sues? I was like, wait, I don't have that last Sue. So I went on Amazon and I just hit buy
Which
now.
Sue was it?
It was a most recent one with her hair back.
Oh, the
like
black
that.
and the black
black
costume.
one.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting which wave it was. I passed on her. I saw her, IRL. But yeah, I still have the Toy Biz one. You know how much I love that Toy Biz box set with Franklin. And then I have all the other ones, but I don't have that. I even have the unreleased Sue from that Fantastic Four wave right before Hasbro took over the license.
The one that was Ultimate.
Yeah,
the Ultimate thing. I have her too.
And I have her clear version as well. So I was like,
I don't have the clear one. You got me beat there.
Oh my god, for once. But like when I saw all of him holding all those Sues, I was like, I want that Sue now.
Can I just be honest and say that when they were talking about there being a variant of this Sue in her blue and white costume, where my mind went. You know what I wanted.
I do love that one too.
Slutty Sue. Oh, it's so not okay to call her that, but that's her name. That was the name. It's been like 30 years, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's so derogatory. Like,
no, I agree. It's Sue going through her Emma Frost face.
I mean to say, it was malice. It was malice.
It was all malice. I was very happy with the live stream today. Everything on it, I want it. And I don't know if we've talked about it privately, but I don't know if we talked about it on air. Nova. We called it.
Yes, and she is the reveal of the hair stand, like the flaming hair stand today. That is because you remember, not only did I say I wanted Nova, I said I wanted her like the 90s Silver Surfer figure with the big articulated hair that she could stand on. And they're giving it to us.
I know. She looks so good. I just want her so bad. And then when Dan was like, we have to hit 16. If not, you're not going to get her in 2022. I was like, but I was like, okay, but does that mean 2023 maybe? Right. God.
I feel like she's one that they could fudge into the line somewhere if for some reason we don't hit 16. We did finally crack 11K today after the live stream. So that has me feeling a little bit better. And I think we still have 2 or 3 weeks to go. So it
21 days, 7 hours, and 27 minutes as of this recording.
But who's counting?
We have 1188. So
creeping slowly. At this point, I'm confident we're going to get Galactus. I'm not super confident we're going to get Nova. But man, I have to hope. Maybe we'll get her somewhere down the line. I'll if they do release her single card, I can tell you I'll probably buy like 2 or 3 of her just for that Fiery Flight standalone, because you can add it to Jean, you can add it to Rachel, you can add it to like anyone.
I love how you said Jean first, though.
For you.
Thank you.
I'm growing. You will be pleased to know that Jean has joined an elite rank of characters in my Marvel Legends collection.
Oh, really?
She has joined, I think, my God, it was only Dazzler and Storm were the only characters that I had double exposed. I have Disco Dazzler and I have Outback Dazzler, and then I have Jim Lee Dazzler, and of course the classic Dave Cockrum Storm, Jim Lee Storm. I don't know what I said, but you get what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Point is I got some new flight stands for my Women of Marvel display and did some reconfiguring, and I was able to squeeze Jean in her little green mini skirt in.
Oh, you know how much I love that look.
She goes with that Storm. She goes with that Storm and that Disco Dazzler.
Okay, so. You know what? Fair.
Are you going to shade me for my choice of Jean?
Oh my God, why am I such a horrible friend?
Like, shit, come on. I'm like sitting here like, yeah, look,
I'm like, really? That Jean?
You would.
I would.
You and every other Jean Grey stand.
I know.
Y'all
we're
are
so
savage
crazy
about that costume. I don't get y'all.
I know. You know where the conversation is right now with Jean stands? We want the X-Men Revolution Jean costume back. That's where we're all on the same page.
But
Everyone.
wasn't that associated with Phoenix?
Oh, yeah. I mean, to what degree was that associated with Phoenix? We can get into in another episode. But yes, she had already been
Phoenix on it.
It had a Phoenix on it, but she had been exposed to the Phoenix. It wasn't replacing her. And you know how I love my White Phoenix, Jean. I mean, I love her as White Phoenix. So Jean and the Phoenix together, I'm happy with, as long as it doesn't kill her and take her off the map. But
I controversial statement. I'm sure I always have the Jean stands coming for me. But I would prefer her to not be associated with the Phoenix anymore. I feel like they've told all of those tales.
I agree, though. I agree.
Keep her. I love the costume she's in, or give me the Russell Dodderman.
Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking right there. Now we're on the same page. There we go.
Is this the high note that we have to end it? We're agreeing about Jean. Cut now.
That's it. We're done.
Quit while you're ahead. I'm just really excited. I really can't wait to get my hands on it. And of course, having Ryan shout us out in a live stream was just an incredible moment. That was, like I said, almost probably 9 months ago at this point. And just to know that he is still thinking about it really means a lot. It means a lot. He's a great guy, and I'm so excited
because he cares. There are people in this industry right now that you can tell they're really invested in the fans, and he is always available to talk to people. He always regrams everyone. He's such a good guy. I mean, the entire Hasbro team. Did you see what Dan did though when he mentioned Power of X-Men, Dayspring, and Flink? Dan went like this.
I didn't catch that. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Like that. He went like that.
I mean, what was your reaction to that?
I don't know. It was kind of like really surreal. Like I was just like, okay, there's X Factor. Okay, they're mentioning Rictor. And then he's like, Power of X-Men. I was like, oh, okay. It was just one of those things where I was just so in the moment that it didn't click until afterwards. And then I took a second and I was like, it's so funny. The first thing I did was go onto our chat and see if you had already replied, because you're so quick. Like, and I was just like, where are you? Hi, we just got a shout out. I'm like, in caps, are you live right now?
I was like, oh my God, I was running reports. Like, what of all times, the one I'm always there 30 minutes early, listening to the music, watching people be terrible in the chat, like waiting for these live streams.
I can't keep up with the chat, by the way. I don't know what's going on there. And I don't know how somehow I always manage to spot our friends like the ex-wife or It's Dan Who. Like every time I look, I can see them. But then I try to focus in on what's being said. I can't keep up with it. It goes too fast for me.
And it seems like everybody wants MCU. So I'm like, all right, y'all, I don't want to know what y'all want anyways until we start getting X-Men in the MCU.
Then we'll talk.
I don't care.
Then we'll talk.
Right.
Oh my God. Well, I'm so glad we got to chat. And
yes.
I heart you so much. I'm so glad your number one wanted figure got made. Still waiting for Fabian Cortez and Doug Ramsey over here.
I mean, how much time you got? I think you might be waiting a while. I think Doug is coming. I think Doug's coming.
I think Dog. I think Dog is coming. Yeah, I think Dog is coming. Dog. Yeah, no, Ryan Ting, the entire team at Hasbro, you just made our day. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys. Can't wait.
All right, guys. I am the Uncanny Dayspring.
And I'm the adjectiveless Flinkman.
And we will see you guys
next time.